All right, all right, all right. Welcome to Insights, Episode 5. Uh, it's been a little while, so
Sergeant, get an MG on the roof of this
probably
tin
be
can. It's time to
very
shred some
rusty on
crap.
this, but today we're going to have, let's take a quick look. On the Axis side, Storm Trout, Gorkstar, and Nico, which I think is kind of a stellar team. And then we're going to have Moff, Rye Assassin, and Sneakerhead, which I think is some underdogs. And that's it's, maybe a little generous. So the fact that this was recommended to me, I think makes for a very fun game in likelihood, because we are probably going to see some surprising action coming from the allies today. Unfortunately, episode 4 was also on this map. I'm not a big fan of this map, actually. It's really it's really kind of a lame map in, in its terrain. I think what it struggles from most are these buildings. The placement of the different buildings, the shot blockers, and everything. I just don't think it makes for a very good map. It doesn't seem like either side came to the fighting with support weapons. We're seeing a distinct lack of support weapons on the front lines at the moment. That's probably just because, as we're seeing on the Allies, the support weapons were not being waited for at all. Look at the blobbing on this map. You see how congested this has already gotten. So really the issue was is everyone's infantry wanted to go way too far ahead to what their weapons could handle. A great setup of a machine gun by Sneakerhead. This is going to do a lot of damage. I think this machine gun in green cover alone guarantees that the Allies are going to be winning this battle. This current engagement is very, very, very Allied dominant. Of course, the Axis mortar that is just pounding the Allies right now is the Axis ace in the hole. Let's see what he does with this. No, it's not behind cover. This guy is behind cover. This man, I do not believe, has any cover. Gotta watch out for that. Cover is directional. So overall, this engagement would be won if they would just take this AT gun and shoot this MG42. I think that it's reasonable to say the Allies got the best of the engagement. Oh, he's going to go ahead and do that now. Oh, and the other side's the one that killed it. And now I would go spread out. No time to waste. I would go take your troops and just start getting the rest of the map. The Axis are probably huddled around this area. Here we have a little bit of Axis movement. That's what I would presume if I was in the game. I would presume this region is the Axis heart. So this is all going to be wide open. And then just put minor skirmishing defenses here that slows the Axis advance while you take the main Axis battlefield. Here's another mortar coming in. Nico feeling that it was really the mortar that's going to make the difference. And I was kind of surprised just how little damage was done by that Axis mortar in that last engagement. I feel like that Axis mortar should have been able to clear out everything of the Allies with just a few shots. Oh. And it seems like it's the Axis that currently have the initiative. Oh, and here's the Nico blob of troops. This unsupported machine gun is totally fucked. This is such an aggressive attack by Stormy. I don't know what his plan was, but all Math has to do is just get in there. He's gonna not take the opportunity. One of the most oppressive parts of Company of Heroes is that infantry are depathed by and pushed around by tanks and any other kind of vehicle. So when you have a big blob of Panzer Grenadiers coming in, ooh, some really solid hits. So far, looking at what that was though, yeah, it survived pretty good health. That was not worth it. The 180 munitions, not worth it. If you see a big blob of Panzer Grenadiers, just go in and disrupt them. Sure, he probably would have lost his Sherman. It would have paid for itself. Excellent shot. There goes one Panzerschreck. Oof. The bounce. This area of the map has never been defended once. The Allies are making such a critical error in not just sending in 1 or 2 squads of low health units to go capture it. The amount of pressure that it would put on Stormtrout would remove him from this region. He can't stay up here if you control these territories. Alright, these guys need to stop. They don't want to run. They're shooting the Martyr. Alright, I guess all those guys died anyways. Alright, so the Martyr's stuck. Martyr's the kind of vehicle that can't just go behind enemy lines. It doesn't really work that way. Doesn't have the line of sight. Doesn't have turret rotation. The one thing that Moff can fuck up here is he can run into it where it's facing. The Martyr can still pick up the Sherman kill if you're not paying enough attention. I would have just ignored it. I would have allowed him to pull it out. It's a Martyr. I would have gone and hit his allies. It's like, what difference does this make? Honestly, the strategic value of having dragged Mr. Moff's troops around this whole time is worth it. And now it got a kill because of the obsession. That's not what you want to see. Excuse me. If it gets a second kill because of the obsession, I'm going to be devastated. This could not have been more valuable to Stormtrout. Yeah, it's going to get a second kill. Boys. 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 They got 2 mortars here, a mortar bunker. Go take this territory! They haven't defended it for 30 years! They have a Martyr behind enemy lines! I mean, what they are holding on to is nothing, is worthless. Okay, don't try and grab it. The mortar bunker is hitting it, so just get out of there. Now, as everyone should know, everyone who's watching this at least, the way the mortar bunker works, very simple. It picks a location, and that location is off limits. It's extremely accurate mortars that will not stop falling. So if the mortar bunker starts falling on top of the pack gun, you're not capturing the pack gun. It's just area denial. The only reason why the mortar bunker is amazing is because of how hard it is to unearth that area of denial. Dislodge. That being said, mortar bunkers should not be picking up that many kills. Just don't go fight over here. The map's very big. It's plenty big. It's not. This isn't Breakcourt. You know, you're not fighting over one little piece of strip. You've got. I don't know if I've mentioned these. I probably haven't mentioned these territories before. But they exist. All right, so we've got classic demo. I don't think it's gonna work out. Wait, what is this? What is? Oh, it's one of those. Excuse me. So at the end of the day, between the 2 demo charges, the 2 engineers, and the half-track, the mortar bunker almost paid for itself anyway.
Enemy unit down.
That's not to hate on the demo charges, by the way. Those are excellent. They do excellent work. A lot of value. Oh, is he going to get the thing with the guy inside? Oh, huge. That's a Panzerschreck gone. I think that this kind of hyper-focus on where the enemy is really bad. It's a really bad thing. You know, they've set up defenses in just the most meaningless part of this map. And the Allies cannot get over it.
Enemy unit down.
And now they're all dead. Although, here's the thing that I don't like about what he just did. Who cares if they're all dead? The vet can't be that useful. It's got to be more useful to just watch them die. It's not like you're giving away vet. I can't imagine why you'd want a mass retreat there. It doesn't really matter. Very costly for Mr. Moff. Luckily the Allies have plenty more where that came from, I'm certain of it. Oh, and now a new mortar bunker is being put up in a location that does not matter. Now, I believe this has been changed in the mod. I don't think multiple Pioneers build faster. I think one Pioneer team is max. Some arties falling.
Enemy unit down.
You know, this feels like this feels like Adolf Hitler was like, oh, you know, the Allies are gonna attack me over the Rhine, but you know they'll never go through Belgium and the Netherlands, so why defend it? And they've just been getting away with it. Now the Axis are going to attack through Belgium and the Netherlands, and the Allies are shocked. They had no idea you could go through this road. If they would have just known that you could go through this side of the map, the whole battle would have been different. They already lost their arty. I'm being very hard on them right now because I'm very upset with them. But the truth is, oh, they're going to get a mine down. Devastating. It's not that they're doing that poorly in terms of damage to the enemy. They're getting a lot of kills.
Sergeant, get an MG
They're
on the
generally
roof
speaking, I think they're trading
Time to shred
even.
some crowds.
An upgunned Sherman. This attack by Storm Trout was very smart, and it's been very devastating. Oh, you gotta kill that. Nice, okay. Oof, that's gonna cause some hurt. Ooh, that was some really good friendly fire by the Sherman. Is the M10 gonna go for... Oh, he got a kill. I think a Sherman might be more valuable than 2 Panzerschreck squads. It might be. But I also think 2 Panzerschreck squads aren't going to be able to kill the Sherman. I would have just drove that Sherman directly into them. Blocked them off. No retreat for the Shreks. The Shreks heavily damaged the Sherman in the process. But at the end of the day, between the rifles and the Sherman, you're going to kill those Shreks before they kill the Sherman. Oh, and now Stormtrout has made a strategic blunder. Oh my god! It's unreal, the strategic blunder. He's accidentally led on to the Allies that it's possible to attack from the left side of the map. Oh my gosh, if he would have just left it alone, they never would have realized it. Now the Allies are following him. He's leading them around like mice. Let's see if they take this territory. Let's see if they go for this territory, or do they just circle in back into the defenses? It's looking like they see the flak gun and they're saying, oh, you know, this is where the Axis wants me to attack. So what if that's where I go instead? Yep, they don't care. They don't care. I also make sure to attack. Sun Tzu once said, if you just go where the enemy wants you to, you will win every battle. I'm really loving Sneakerhead's commitment to this battle as well. See, I know that this doesn't seem like it's going that poorly. Oh, yuck. Yikes. Come on. It's going pretty poorly. I don't know what I'm watching.
Enemy unit down.
Sergeant, get an MG on the roof of this tin can. It's time to shred some crowds.
I would have tried to kill that mortar. 20 kills, 8 kills. Yeah. Hey, just too much mileage is being had from all this. I don't know what those riflemen are doing. Sneakerhead has learned about this part of the map. He's decided to send a unit. Let's see if it works out for him. A jumbo. That's new. Don't shoot the bunker. Don't shoot the bunker. Stop. What? What? Why would you ever get rear armor? All right, got the mortar. That's good. That was a lucky shot, to be completely honest with you. Stop. Okay, so Moff knows better. I'm a little upset with him right now. First of all, every time... You're gonna let him flank you again, Moff? Are you kidding me? Turn your armor. Okay, another lucky shot. Didn't really do that much damage. So the cool thing about the Sherman Jumbo is that it has insane armor. So just sit there with the armor, and you'll be fine. Turn it. Right? Turn the armor, and then you'll be fine. I mean, that jumbo was in a position to do so much, and it did do a lot because of the Allied advance. The Allies took this field very confidently from the jumbo. So it did its job in a lot of ways. Problem is the mileage was really weak in terms of what it could have been done, with the armor turned properly against the Shreks, and you know, turning a tank is actually very easy. I know the jumbo is supposed to be big and clunky, but it's actually quite capable. Don't shoot the officer. Shoot the MG42. All right, now you gotta get out of there. That's Officer Brush. Alright, another retreat. Very costly. Oh, the other big thing was just, I keep trying to get to it. Stop your Sherman every time you shoot. You should be able to count when the next shot's going to come out and hit the stop button. And it'll hit. You know, it's going to be more accurate. It's going to have more splash damage. It'll be great. Shoot the priority target, not the weaker target. Weaker target was the bunker. Who cares about the bunker? That wasn't really holding any territory at all at that point. it was that mortar sitting next to the bunker, which ended up dying, but after the bunker, it should have been the first thing killed. They brought bikes on. I actually really like the sniper half-track combo. I don't ever use it. It's actually way too strong. What the Axis have been doing wrong this whole game, by the way, is something I haven't looked at all, and I kind of feel bad about that. The Allies have been making strategic mistakes, and the Axis have been making plenty as well. This should not have happened. I'm all for just jumping in with your tank to disrupt, dislodge. That was a terrible Panzer IV. That was just not supported. You know, you didn't know what you were going in to disrupt. I don't think they had the right amount of line of sight on everything there. If anything, that should have at least happened in coordination with the bikes. The bikes should have been going in then there as well. That's just seemed like a communication error. So the Axis have been building bad defenses. I don't like what Gork's been where he's prioritized. The Axis have been clumped all game. Excuse me, I had to go get some water. Okay, smart. Let's see how it works out. An overdrive armored car into the backfield. It doesn't seem like it's working. Ooh, mines. Those were well placed. Now go smush. Go smush. Right away. You have two M10s. Just go smush these guys. Go get in there. Go smush the guys. Where are you going? Go smush. Do it. Alright. We'll get one guy to smush. Oh, a martyr was waiting for the smush. But here's the thing. Probably would have just killed the martyr with two M10s. Maybe I'm too predictable. Stormshroud predicted it. He's too smart for me. Why is this sitting here? Okay.
Enemy unit down.
Oh, you only have so much micro. Must have been microing somewhere else. How much can these martyrs, like, what? Alright, this is a much better Flak 88. This has got location. I would have placed it probably about this far away instead. Probably a little too close, so a Flak 88. So the Axis have finally spread out. The Allies have not, but they are at least utilizing territory holders pretty much everywhere. Right now this is being left open, but I don't think that's too big of an issue. If they decap it, you'll run back in and at least contest. Things are clearly slowing down because the Allies are recognizing that they're running out of steam.
Unit down.
Oh, they didn't move anything for contesting. See, now, Stormtrout has been the main player. I think this is what separates a good player from a very good player. Because Stormtrout has been recognizing where the Allies aren't, and he's been maneuvering to that location. You know, one of the key elements of war is don't attack the enemy unless you have to. And Stormtrout doesn't have to. There's no value in attacking this location. It's terrible. It's a terrible area to attack into.
Enemy unit down.
Very unfortunate door placement.
Every squad reporting.
Now, that's bound to happen. He's got better things to watch. A lot of AT guns on the field. I bet you the Axis bring on some heavy armor now. I think he's either trying to figure out what to call on or he's all out of stuff. He's got 23 pop of 40 right now. Let's see. Oh no, he's got 3 platoons left. Just isn't calling anything on. That's interesting. Very disorganized game. And I think that's generally speaking most games, and especially just how they look. Even when they are organized, they look disorganized. I think the Axis have been fairly disorganized. I don't think that there's been a whole lot of communication between, and this is just, this is just a theory, between Nico and Gorkstar. I think the Allies have been probably a little bit more communicative, and I think likely much less organized. One thing that I will appreciate what the Allies have been doing all game very well is
Enemy unit.
just how much they fight together. They're doing a lot of attacks, and they're almost always 100% together on the attack. Oh, Jackson. Totally forgot about Jackson's.
Enemy unit down.
Alright, you win this. You win this engagement. It's okay. I mean, you don't have to take that engagement. You win it, but like, only in the traditional sense of saying that he dies and you live. You would have taken a lot of damage
Enemy
for
unit
basically nothing. So, maybe, just maybe, Mr. Moff, you made the right call there. It's not the call I would have made, but... Don't know what this M3 is doing. Seeing a lot of Gibbs this game. Sniper has done an excellent job of surviving. 14 kills, 15 kills though. He's been on about 10 minutes, I think. Ooh, another sniper. It's kind of one of the issues with having such a surviving sniper, is that eventually your allies need to bring on their sniper as well. You just have to get it on, you know, eventually. So evidently, now you have 2 snipers on, which is not necessarily too many snipers, but it's a lot of snipers. Very frustrating thing for the Axis to have to fight against. The Allies are doing an excellent job of supporting these snipers. I'm willing to bet they do not get this sniper here. The Gibbs.
enemy unit down.
Okay, snipe this, snipe this. You do it. Oof. What? Okay. That shouldn't have happened. I'm assuming it has something to do with cover. I don't know. Oh shit. No! God, do I hate these MG42s. Okay, get out of the house. Time to get out of the house. Somebody ping Sneakerhead to get out of that house. There you go. Ideally, when you're going to arty the Flak 88, you tell everyone you're about to arty it, and then you run up and take it. And you have the tanks. So it really has to do more with what do you have to attack the gun with. If you have a lot of infantry with a against a Flak 88, don't arty the Flak. That's not going to accomplish anything. Arty the support equipment that's defending the Flak. So in this case, you'd probably want to arty this heavy machine gun, or really, there's probably another heavy machine gun around here, and so you'd arty that. You'd go get line of sight of the machine gun by testing the waters with your infantry. The machine gun opens up, you send the arty out, and then the infantry overrun the rest, and they take the Flak 88. If you have a bunch of tanks that need to go attack the Flak 88, then they probably don't have more than like a single pack gun. Like that would be the most they would have defending that Flak 88. So it'd be the 88 plus the pack that's supposed to be the anti-tank in that region. And in which case, your tanks will overrun everything the moment the Flak is down. More infantry and repairs. Oh, that's unfortunate. This is another priority. This is another huge benefit of having... I don't know where his rifles are going. Okay. When you capture a lot of territory and put pressure on the backfield, you get the enemy spawn and their spawn reinforcements. That you earned it. You earned it. So that's what makes it so cool when they set up all their defenses over here, that you get to just take this. This is Stormtrout, I believe. You could have been cutting off Stormtrout's reinforcements. He would not have been a happy boy. Of course, he was overextended, and that's again another possibility. His allies were not prepared for it. I think this is the communication aspect of their team that I was mentioning. And so now they're responding. This should not be a successful response, but unfortunately, Rai ran his Rangers directly through the MGs.
What are my coordinates?
Oh, that's rough. Alright, and now we finally have one of our first players all on, or perhaps there's more players that are all on. I understand why he wanted that vet. I would not have retrieved that unit. You grabbed a Panzerschreck for a reason. Sure, you wanted to deny it. These officer barrages have been just cleaning up. Stop retreating everything. That was not. It was a recrew. Oh my god, that was a recruit MG. It was a recruit MG. Don't retreat it. There's no vet. You just keep running, and then if they kill it, they kill it. They don't, then you have an MG. There's no risk.
What are my coordinates?
Bikes are probably the single most effective late game unit there is.
Enemy unit down.
Three bikes can change the whole battlefield. These three can go spread out. They can take this line of sight, shadow the enemy. You can know where the enemy Panther is at all times. You see them, but they can't see you. And you don't have anything else to micro. That's what makes them so good. You know, if you spend the first part of the game microing Jeeps for no reason, micro is a resource. Some players have more micro than others, no big deal, totally understandable. But at the very end of the game, you know, when you have literally nothing else, you've expended absolutely everything. You know, a bike or two that you still have, that can change everything. I don't like that he's keeping them together. Just leave one in the back and go micro the other. Think of them as like lives. So the 4 Jeeps originally, they're 4 lives. You can go mess around with the first Jeep, maybe be a little too aggressive with it in its line of sight getting. It dies. Second life goes out. Go be a little safer. Once you're on your 4th life, quit screwing around. Play it extra safe. Can make the whole game. Second sniper runs immediately into mortar fire. I am so upset with these snipers right now. This is unreal. Just get in there, guy. Nope, still hasn't actually killed anything. Nope. There you go. Another Gib.
Enemy unit down.
I am curious what Moth is microing right now. It almost seems like he's not microing anything. Oh, is he gonna grab that MG42? I don't think I would go for it. No, I'd probably go for it. But do you need it? I don't think they need it. I would have allowed them. They were clearly coming in for more. Ooh, Jeep. Gonna go
Enemy unit down.
give line of sight. Did we lose the sniper? Did I just miss that?
Forces are taking casualties.
I think I missed that. I wish I knew what happened. Was it the Flak 88? The Panther? I think it was probably the Panther. You know, that was not good sniper micro though. Not to be too hard on Right, but you know, you already had a sniper in this location. They were already expecting it. I would have cooled down for a little bit, given it a lot of breathing room. Well, okay, sorry, that's not what I would have done, but that would have been the smart move. What I would have done is I would have just kept going, because that's not really known for my patience with snipers. My snipers make their money back, and then they fucking die. It's the Robbie Man guarantee. If I get 6 kills with a sniper, and then you counter-snipe me, and then I immediately kill your sniper for counter-sniping me, I consider that a huge win, because I'm 6 kills up on your shitty sniper. Alright. I think he's moving because he's in red cover, but I would just go ahead and see if you can kill it fast enough with that MG42. Oh, he lost one of the Jeeps as well. Oh, he's going to lose his AT gun. Moth is about to be out of everything. It's going to be all up to Sneakerhead. Well, actually, Rye's got some stuff left too.
Unit down.
I love how much of a bait this MG has been for both teams. Oh, that was a nice little frontal pen, wasn't it?
Enemy unit down.
This is where the Jeep would be amazing. You just go cut these guys off. They don't get to rush you. I know he doesn't have the health for it. Snipe these guys? Snipe these guys? Jesus, what the hell am I watching? Why is the sniper not able to shoot? Okay, there you go.
Enemy unit down.
Run, 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 run! This has been so costly for the Axis. The Allies have done an excellent job of just maintaining their cool, disrupting what they can, and killing pretty much everything that rushed them there. Oh, I don't know why you're running from this. Oh, he's got grenades. You weren't going to win. You weren't going to get away. Just take the green cover there and get a little extra damage in. There's another walking wounded set. Get those guys up there. Never underestimate the power of the walking wounded. The sniper is not happy. It's too bad these guys are all super low health. Oh, he got the highest health guy for sure. Another water break. So, as we're winding down, as far as I can tell, on the Allies, the Axis are really dry. They've got clearly this mortar half-track left, and that's hurting them. The Allies still have already... Oh, gosh, this Jeep just sat there, though, Moff. Like, what was it doing? Is there no repairs at all? Is there nothing? I guess there's nothing. He probably asked about that as well. I wasn't happy with how he knows better. He knows better. Oh, we lost the Sherman. Don't know what we lost the Sherman for.
Enemy unit down.
This guy has a officer near it. I just think the Axis allowed themselves to get really attritioned out. I think that's why the Axis are so devastated right now. Okay, so Nico still has quite a few different heavy weapons teams. Double Shrek squads.
Enemy unit down.
Really worthless against a sniper. The snipers have been a terror for the Allies. Or, well, a terror on behalf of the Allies. Oh, that's an unlucky miss. That would have caught the rear. Does this unit have no plans on moving? There we go. Turn into them. Oh, yeah, another Panzer IV. It's a 2v3 right now. I mean, if the Axis, all three players still have stuff left, good stuff left, they should just be able to overrun the Allies. They don't really have enough to defend anymore. Get the RD piece and call it a game. Of course, the coordination of this attack is feeling really low.
Really not a good spot for this pack gun. Some excellent, excellent half-tracks. Yep, and now just sit on top of them. Get to close range, though. Don't sit in medium range. Oh, beautiful. Oh, the entire blob is dead. Oh, this is so costly for the Axis. Really not a smart attack. No support at all from his teammates. I think the attack was a good idea. I think that this is exactly what should have happened, but it's a piecemeal attack. Again, if the Axis have... All three players actually have units left, which is hard for me to tell if they do. But if they do, that attack should have been joined in with units coming up this direction. I know that the Panther's still alive. I don't know where that was supposed to be. That could have come up the rear. That could have came from the side. The one thing that the Allies have is that they didn't have to commit the AT guns to that, so wherever the Panther shows up, the AT guns would have been immediately committed to that. But then it's just a matter of what else. Where's that P4? The P4 could have been supporting it. I mean, I think the Axis had the units to make that work,
Enemy unit down.
and I think they just chose not to, which is really disappointing. At this point, the Allies are going to play however they can to survive. It's completely up to the Axis on whether or not they want to win. Any Allied error is going to be devastating for them, so they're not going to take risks that'll get them like crazy wins. Snipe that machine gun, snipe that machine gun.
Enemy
Perfect.
unit down.
I liked the idea of that attack. The fact that the Allies lost so little from it was it's surprising. They're just not getting in there. Go heal. Go heal. Oh wow, my assassin still has units left. Alright, that was the last of his units. Okay, the Flak 88's up here. Stop doing this. Why are you doing this? What were you thinking? This is such a amazing unit. Who cares if you decrewed the Flak? What? Sneakerhead. What was the point of that? Line of sight? Then use this thing. You need it. He needed that AI. So what they're going to do here is they're going to go attack the Flak 88 now that they've softened up the area. The problem is that functionally the only thing they softened up was the 88, and they're going to go attack you with infantry, so that really didn't matter. They could have just attacked the infantry before they shot the arty. Again, you want to shoot whatever's supporting the 88 with the artillery if you're going to attack an 88 with artillery with infantry. Right? If you're attacking it with tanks, then hit the 88. Sneakerhead still has units left. Okay, okay. So he was suiciding his guys to get more infantry in, and these are some super vet guys. I love the idea of bringing on vet at the very end of a game, because that difference of what your you have more capacity for micro at the end of the game. Usually you have less units. That's the last at Gork. Gotcha. All right, so I think it's pretty safe to suggest that the allies might have this one. The difference that the vet makes is very small, but at the end of the game you're going to feel it because each unit is going to have to expend more power than the next. They're going to be doing a lot more for their buck. There's going to be a lot less massed infantry, massed support weapons. The resources are all dried up. Where's that half track? You should really bring that half track to be closer to the sniper from now on. I guess it's already pretty close. If these guys, I'm pretty sure they can just walk in. These guys are just going to be able to walk right into the Flak 88 and take it. He's not going to go for it, and I can't tell you why, but... Oh, maybe he'll go for it. See, now the problem is that this 88 that you've been shooting all game is yours, because you took it. So now you should probably regret shooting with Artie so much, because if I were them, I would want a full health 88. I don't think the Axis can take it back. This Panther is 23 kills. It's just not enough. Panthers are so good in some situations. They're so bad in others. Oh, the 88's going to get hit in the rear. Or the 88's going to hit the Panther in the rear. Oh, beautiful hit. Oh, beautiful. Oh my god.
The Vet 5 Panther. These half tracks are just getting so much mileage. Really a huge fan. And there it goes. Sneakerhead has played this game fantastically. I think really the Allies all did a good job for the most part. I think that Moff had some really bad decisions made on where he was going to attack. And I didn't agree with the retreat decisions for the most part. But overall, he was getting a lot of kills, which shouldn't have been happening, but he was. Sneakerhead Sniper probably won them the game here. It's really what's been the defining factor. I'm shocked the Allies are having such a hard time wrapping this game up. This should have been not that hard. Once those 3 infantry came on the field, it just became a matter of using the half track to kill the scout cars and armored cars, and using... I'm assuming they had an ATG left at the time. I guess I don't know where their ATGs are. I don't know how the Allies lost this. I thought they'd already won, and they'd lost, actually. This is shocking. And I don't know why this isn't pushing forward. The only chance of you winning now is to capture territory. I don't think they even have anything that left that can capture. Is this gonna get caught? Oh my god. Alright, I'm actually really disappointed in Sneakerhead right now. The only chance you have of winning is capping. The Axis might just be out of capping stuff. Retreated the sniper. Not gonna push forward. Yikes. Just, oh my god, yikes. Why not? Why not try and use the sniper? Cloak? Decloak? I bet you they don't have any infantry left. Let's go find out. Yep. That's really frustrating to watch. That was a heck of a game, for sure. The Allies should have won. They had every reason to win. They chose not to win. They made a decision not to win. So this has been Insights Episode 5. Not my finest work, I know. I was very critical the entire game of everyone. Very, very critical. I'm definitely gonna have to ask the players if they. I'm gonna send to the 3 allied players because I was so critical of them. So if this gets released, this is going to be released because they gave this the okay to be released. I'm not gonna release this unless they're okay with that. I don't want them to. I don't want them to, be ridiculed and feel ridiculed because of it. Oh, they have 2 scout cars, by the way. Still though, the sniper strategy that should have worked. That rifleman should have worked. Don't get me wrong. It's possible. It's actually very likely that the Axis would have been able to kill the rifleman and kill the sniper and kill the half-track before they could have captured enough territory. That's very possible and likely, maybe. I mean, I don't know. But you didn't even try.